So Anthropic has recently released this Claude cowork, which is a new form of thing meant for non-technical folks. So as you already know, like Claude Code has taken away a lot of programming, a lot of coding, writing tasks, and now they have introduced something they are calling as cowork. Now, a quick preview of what they are doing as a research preview is that you are able to do some sort of work with Claude Code. It's not exactly Claude Code, it's an independent thing, but it's meant for people who are doing day-to-day stuff, like non-technical stuff. And obviously that market is far more than just technical people, technical coders and engineers and PMs. I would assume there are far more use cases for non-technical stuff, and that is why it makes sense for them to launch it, right? So because look at Claude Code, it's already like $1 billion in revenue. ARR of Claude Code is 1 billion plus. That means that Claude Code, this cowork application, makes a lot of sense for them to launch from a business perspective. So they say that how is cowork using different from a regular conversation? In cowork, you give Claude access to a folder of choosing on your computer, right? So it still works locally, just like Claude Code. Claude can then read, edit, create files in that folder, sort of like a dangerous running, but in a specific folder. For example, it can reorganize your downloads by sorting and renaming each files, create a new spreadsheet. In cowork, Claude completes work like this with much more agency than you would see in a regular conversation. Once you have set it a task, Claude will make a plan and steadily complete it while looping you in on what's up. If you have used Claude Code, this will feel familiar. Cowork is built on the very same foundation. So technically speaking, this is something that Claude Code users would already feel at home, right? So it will not be something in that if you have used Claude Code and if you have tried to do non-technical work with it, I've shared it in a video like how do you hack Claude Code to do browsing for you. So it's sort of like similar, right? So you would be able to see the same benefits here. Then there are a bunch of existing stuff like connectors and all. I'm not a huge fan of these things. I mean, I've not used them personally myself, but sure, like if this helps like getting data, Google Drive, Notion, all of that, great. Otherwise, you can, just point Chrome to Claude and it can just do rest of the work as well. So there are a bunch of more examples that they're giving, like organizing your desktop files with Claude Cowork, and it can just do that. I want to give it a spin because I do have Claude Max, which is what I think is the restriction right now. Claude Max subscribers can try cowork now. So let's give it a spin. So I'm going to download for Mac OS, and this is how it looks like. So it's just a standalone app. Unlike Claude Code, it's not running inside terminal. It's something which is just an app because obviously non-tech folks would not be able to use terminal. Then I can just open Claude and let's see where it works. So this is how it looks like initially, the onboarding part at least, except get started. I would log in with my Google account and you can see I am in it. One task, multiple agents, better work, try cowork. A lot of things are going on. I skipped that onboarding part. I think like there is something that can be improved on the onboarding part. Also, an interesting thing is that somebody I think asked on Twitter, the team, that how you have built this. And they were mostly like, most of it has been built with Claude Code. So it's an interesting thing, right? So let's try out something. I want to give it a real world task, which I can find on my computer. Let me see what that can be. So first thing first, I see that it's doing some sort of setup for Claude Workspace. I don't exactly know what it is, but given that, I'm getting a lot of download speed as well, like something is getting downloaded. I'm assuming it's downloading something. I don't know what it is downloading, but Claude is downloading something heavy, right? And it's like almost more than 2-3 gigs. Is it a browser? Is it something else? I don't know. So I have a bunch of files in my downloads folder, which I don't really want to organize them because it's too much work, but I want to see if I give this to Claude, how would it do it? So I've selected downloads folder. I am going to allow it for now, and I'm going to ask it that, hey Claude, can you organize this folder properly so it is not a mess? And if you look at the model selector, you will see that we still get the Sonnet and Haiku models, which I would really not recommend because obviously you don't want less intelligent models to be working on something critical on your file system, right? So just as it goes with the code, it also goes with systems that are actually working on your computer. Use more intelligent models always whenever possible, right? It has this interesting UI of progress, which by the way, like interferes with the dragging area. So that is something I did not really like because I can't drag it from here. I can only drag it from here. It has this artifacts, which would be probably for something, if you're crunching data or if you're getting some graphs or anything done. And then there is this context where, the number of folders that you have selected. Interestingly, I can also see like the UI is relatively simple. You can queue messages or you can just stop and, just send the messages again. I can have a bunch of connectors. Like I have Claude and Chrome already installed from my previous videos, but I can manage connectors from here. So I can connect like Google Drive, Gmail, Calendar, GitHub. This could be quite handy, right? If I just connect my Gmail and I ask it like, just once a day, every day, just create a summary of what's going on. What are the most important things? Drive probably is not very important for me as a person in my day-to-day work, but Gmail definitely, and calendar as well. Same for GitHub. I'm interested to see like what it can do, but I'm not sure. Now, how do I go back? Okay, so we have the chat, we have the code, which is like an offline app, and we also have the cowork app. So it's basically Claude is like a single app, which is now having this code and cowork tab as well. So it's like sort of like an all-in-one app basically that you can just download. You can write code, you can co-work as necessary, and you can also chat for regular, like what you were doing. It's pretty handy. I think I'll probably keep this app. I did not know about the app. Code, maybe not, because I'm still more familiar with the terminal approach and, generally the plan-based approach, and I'm familiar with the shortcuts, but maybe about the organize if this works good. So far, nothing is happening. So I'm assuming this is stuck. We can try it again. I can just stop it and I can just give it the same task again. And there we go. So we have our first error message from Claude API, unexpected token, no conversation or whatever. So I'm assuming like because I stopped it midway and then I sent it, this is causing some issue. And again, this is something that Claude code should fix it, and something that probably require a little bit of human interaction. So let's do it again. Downloads is already there. I can just organize this folder. I can ask it. Now it works. It's sending a request, and I think for some reason it's not working at all for me. So maybe let me just turn on warp once, if that helps. Try it one more time. New task. And I mean, I'm not saying that this is what happens when you use Claude Code to build all apps end to end. But yeah, this is what happens if you just let AI work. There are very small things here and there, attention to details that is missing. And I mean, for me, it's pretty much broken, right? It's not working at all, even though I am on the max plan and, $100 a month and all of that. It's not working neither on the VPN that I have, nor on the stock network that I have. I mean, this is probably a mess, right? And it's not like a first good impression. I mean, obviously they might be having some problems right now. It's possible that they have some API outage or something. That doesn't seem to be the case. The API is up, Claude Code is up, Claude AI is up, everything is up. Then what's going on here? I don't know, but I'll probably just ask Claude Code and it'll do a better job. I can just ask it the same task and I'll just add this downloads folder so it's not a mess. And I'm pretty sure, based on my hunch of Claude, working with Claude and generally, you can see like, I don't know, for some reason I do get this inherent confidence with Opus and Claude Code generally, which I am not able to get generally with a lot of other applications, including open code and all, right? And you can see like it has already gotten to work. And for some reason, I also feel like, working in a terminal and working with Claude Code generally gives a sense of understanding in a way, like, because I can understand like what it's doing. It's creating a bunch of folders, it's moving like a bunch of files, and it's executing all these commands and so on. With this, I mean, this is a sign of a product which is not thought out properly. At least it's not working right now. Claude Code is working completely fine on the same network, same credentials, everything. So I'm assuming like this is something which is a fault on the Anthropic side. But yeah, generally that does not translate to Claude Code. I have nothing but good things to talk about Claude Code generally. So you can see it has already done the work. It has organized the folder. Everything has been moved, images, all of that, video files, code projects, app bundles, miscellaneous files. And it also has, for some reason, I have no idea why do I have an SSH folder inside downloads folder. But if you look into this, my downloads folder used to be a mess and now it's just organized into a bunch of things. I'll probably ask Claude to revert this because I would want to not organize a lot of garbage that I have in downloads. I'll probably want to delete that. But I mean, the difference between Claude Code and Claude Coworker. And I mean, at the end of the day, if it works, then it's great, but it's not working for me. Anyway, we can still look at some examples that they have over here on YouTube. So if I play this, it's basically a nice GUI on top of Claude Code in a way. And it's not scaring people with the commands and stuff that it's running. But again, like they have removed that from the background. If I show you what they're doing. So it's running commands, it's doing all of this stuff with just a nice UI. So it's basically what I feel about Coworker generally. It's a packaged version of Claude Code. In a way, Claude Code itself is capable and smart enough to do everything. But just because, non-technical folks would be scared of terminal and using Claude Code generally, they have to release a new product. I feel this is nothing new. You can use Claude Code generally like you are. And in a lot of cases, it's actually not going to work for you if you are somebody like me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one very soon.